Hello everyone, this is Aaron Fitch from ATF Gaming and welcome back to NASCAR Heat 2 Career Mode. Today we have another triple header and another different track weekend. So we got Gateway for the trucks, and then I believe it's Michigan. Yeah, Michigan for the Xfinity and the Cup Series. So let's just take a look at our rivals. What did we do last episode? It was Pocono. Oh yeah, I remember. I remember Pocono now. Let's take a look at our rivals. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So we got 24 full-on rivals. Martin Truex Jr. is one step away from it. Truck Series, we got Ross Chastain, Miracle Ross Chastain, who's been pulling off great finishers recently, level 2. Then we got Darrell Wallace Jr., full-blown rival in the Xfinity Series. So, standings, we're leading the truck standings, both chase and regular. We're 8th in the Cup, but we're leading the chase standings there. We are 4th in Xfinity, but leading the chase standings there. So, obviously we're in good position for the chase, but I would like to do better in the regular season points. But let's head off to Gateway. Alright, here we are starting our qualifying lap. I have a custom setup in by HD Motorsports again. Not sure whether I'm going to use this for the race or not, but I'm going to for sure use it during qualifying. With Gateway, I hate Gateway in this game. I absolutely hate it. It's a cool track, but I can't stand it in this game. So I might end up using the setup for the race, but let's see where it puts us in qualifying. It might be too overpowering.
Alright, let's see where...
Yeah, it's too overpowering. So we are going to use the default setup with some adjustments. That's good. So we're going to use the default setup, make it a little harder on ourselves. But let's head off to the race.
Stay sharp. Green's coming. Nice and smooth here. Going green.
Like I said, I love Gateway in real life. I think it's a great track. Obviously, the IndyCar race they did here last year was spectacular. But I can't stand racing it myself at all.
Car inside.
I might regret not putting the setup in, but I honestly, if it's going to be super overpowering, I'm not going to use it. I gotta have some level of difficulty in this series. But let's see if we can maximize our stage points here. Like I said, we are trying to maintain the points lead in this series, and I would love to win the regular season championship in at least one of the series. This would be the most likely of the batch. But I really don't know whether I'm going to use the custom setups at Michigan or not. We'll have to see how good they help us in qualifying. We'll for sure use it for the Cup race, but we'll see how it does in Xfinity qualifying. So, this is going to be going up on the same day as the first episode of my NASCAR Weekly Review series. So I highly recommend you check that out. I'll be doing that once a week, reviewing all of the NASCAR action of each weekend. So I'll be reviewing the Cup practices, Cup qualifying, and the Clash, as well as the ARCA race that occurred over the weekend. So we do have stuff to talk about, even though it's not an official point-sanctioned race yet. And obviously next weekend we'll talk about the truck race, Xfinity race, and the Daytona 500. But we finished 4th in that stage. I'll take it. Pit strategy, we're all going to come in now. Looks like. And we're 25th. I'm an idiot. I shouldn't have taken 4 tires and a full load of fuel.
Stay sharp. Green's coming. Nice.
I'm an idiot.
Going green.
We knew that already. Now we got our work cut out for us. But we should be able to make it to the end from here. Well, we won't know until we
Hold your line.
done with this stage. Alright, now let's see if we can move through the pack here. Kind of stalled out in the top 5, but I feel like we should still be able to move our way through the pack fairly well.
Still there.
Yeah, but I can't stand this track in this game.
Hold your
It's
line.
ridiculous, in my opinion.
Hold your line.
But it's unique, I'll give it that, and it
Car up
usually
top.
provides decent racing in real life, so I can't be mad at it, except for the fact that I'm terrible at it in this game. I wonder what would happen if the Xfinity Series ran here. That might be something that NASCAR should invest in at some point. Considering how big of a turnout they got for the IndyCar race here, you would think maybe similar turnout for a higher series race. I don't remember how good the turnout was for the truck race. Probably not very good because it is the truck series and usually turnout's not great. Even though I personally think usually the truck series is the most interesting series of the top 3 series. But not everybody thinks that. Not a lot of people know about the truck series. They know the Cup Series because that's what gets the national TV attention, but they don't really know much about the truck series because it's usually only had maybe 1 or 2 nationally broadcasted races a year. Alright, so we're not going to get stage points here unless if we have a really good lap. Which is fine. But it'll set us up well for the final stage. Hopefully. I don't think this is going to be a win, but I think we can get a top 5 out of this. Get back to where we were before I made the stupid pit mistake. So it looks like a 12th place finish in stage 2. Luckily we got stage points in the first stage. We should all be good to the end. No. Oh. Then why did they pit earlier? Alright, we're going to inherit the lead here. Why did they pit at the end of the first stage then? That makes no sense.
Almost ready. Nice.
But me trying to make sense out of all this is something that usually doesn't happen. Also, by the way, I put out the state rewards video, but I did not get the new paint schemes in for this episode. I will have them in for the next episode because I believe Cup Series is staying the same. I might change it up a little bit just to keep it different. Texas won, but I believe Kentucky was second. And I can't remember, maybe it was Pennsylvania third? I can't quite remember. So this scheme and the Xfinity scheme will change for the next episode. Alright, let's see if we can maybe win this race. I really don't know what to expect, honestly. If I can run a good line, this is gonna be a hard-fought battle. But yeah, I highly recommend you check out that weekly review series. I haven't recorded it yet because I am recording this before the Clash. Just so I can kind of budget my time in the evening, because I'll have to write a script for that this evening and record it at the same time. So recording this before the Clash, that's why we don't have the new paint scheme either. Didn't have time to do that. But yeah, I'm looking forward to doing that. I hope that gain some steam, much like my prediction videos usually do. So let's hope for that. Since we are on the road to 1,000 subscribers, so I can regain my YouTube monetization and partnership access. So if you are new or haven't done so already, I would much appreciate a subscription. So we can get over the threshold needed. Alright, so we are pulling away a bit, so I'm going to cut out here and I'll bring you guys back in if I do something stupid or something interesting happens. Alright, I messed up. They were catching, John Hunter Nemechek was catching me really quickly. So I was trying to be a little more aggressive to see if I could maybe gain some time, but did not work. I don't think we would have been able to keep that lead anyway. He was closing quite quickly. I believe we have 3 laps to go right now. Two to go at the line. So now it's just a matter of can we maybe get back in the top 5. I think that would be beneficial. Get a top 5 out of this. I wish I had loosened the car up a little bit more, but
2 to go.
Oh well. See if we can maybe get to Crafton. I don't think we'll be able to get to Cindric or Briscoe. Don't know which one that is. Cindric. If I look at the leaderboard, Aaron, then maybe you can tell. I don't know.
You're running on fumes out there.
Yeah, I know. Low fuel, blah, blah, blah. Obviously, our pit strategy didn't help us out too much here. Let's hope we don't run out of fuel. We shouldn't. Yep, we're not catching Crafton. Nope. White flag is out, sponsored by the state of Michigan for the final time. At least for this upcoming month. This will get replaced by, again, I don't remember which state it was, but I think it might have been Pennsylvania.
You're running on fumes out there.
Yeah, I'm well aware of the fuel situation, Mr. Crew Chief. You don't need to remind me. It's the last lap of the race. If we run out of fuel, oh well. Well, this was a miserable finish to a race that had a lot of promise. But a 7th place finish as I run out of gas at the line. I sputtered right at the line. So. Oh well, that's a new speed rating at Gateway for us, so obviously we're doing something right. Let's see who won the race, but I believe it was Nemechek who was leading. Yep, John Hunter Nemechek won. He also won a stage, and Crafter won a stage as well. See if anybody dropped out of the race. Ross Chastain. Oh, the game must have thought that he'd been having too many good finishes, so they handicapped him a little bit and called him out in this race. So, Ross Chastain, 32nd, 7 laps down. Let's check out the money here. This series really doesn't have too much of an impact on the bank. Not at all. We're still in the points lead. That's John Hunter Nemechek's 2nd win of the season. So he is locked into the chase now. And I will see you guys at Michigan for the Xfinity Series. Alright, here we are starting our qualifying lap at Michigan in the Xfinity car. Again, using custom setup by HD Motorsports. Pretty much flat out with this setup. Which I have a feeling if I use in the race is going to be incredibly overpowering. But let's see where we qualify first. If we don't improve our qualifying effort too much, then I might use it for the race as well. And we qualify?
Okay, where'd that
25th. So I am going to use this for the race. I am going to use it for the race. William Byron on the pole. The next Jeff Gordon, as David Land will call him. Alright, let's head off to the race. We are going to use the custom setup.
sharp. Green's coming. Nice and smooth here. Going green. Green's black. Car high.
I assume these are going to be fairly short stages. You have 2 lap stages, so really gotta make headway quickly. I have a feeling being on the outside is going to make that a lot easier, but gotta get up to speed first.
Keep it right there.
All right, a little squirrely off the corner there.
Car outside.
Try to go underneath Harrison Rhodes here. Don't get on the apron.
Clear up top.
Won't draft with Harvick a little bit. Get underneath him, draft with Kane. Alright, a little squirrely. A little squirrely. Alright, we're 4 wide. We are 4 wide. Okay.
Clear.
Hey, we saved that. Nobody else did, but we saved that with minimal damage until after the caution was thrown. Pitting now will not help us. I'm just curious how much of that after the caution damage they're going to give me here.
Stay sharp. Green's coming. Nice.
Because we were damage free until the caution came out. Yeah. So it's visual, but they didn't actually give me any damage. So I appreciate that, since it wasn't my fault.
Steady.
Well, the damage wasn't. That crash obviously was my fault. I was being super aggressive. I was trying to get to the high side, but we were 4 wide one way or another. So that was a stupid move of me to make, but
Still there.
the damage itself was not my fault. Try to get underneath Suarez here. Save it, thank you. Got a little squirrely after I bumped into Reddit.
Careful.
We can make this little apron lane work here, as long as we don't turn too abruptly.
Stay right there.
I get underneath Keselowski, he almost pinched me out of the equation.
Clear high.
Yeah, setup's a little overpowering. That's fine. But these lower 2 series, I'm not too concerned about overpowering things,
Clear high.
because I expect to do well in these lower 2
Clear high.
series. Obviously, with the truck series, I don't need a custom setup to win a race, but the Xfinity series, some tracks you do.
You're hitting your mark.
We're gonna bump draft with Allgaier here. I would like to get him around Byron. Well, excuse me, the next Jeff Gordon. Chase Elliott was the next Jeff Gordon, and now it's William Byron. Alright, so we got Allgaier past Byron, and we're going to hopefully get ahead of Allgaier. That is a paint scheme I do not recognize. I feel like I would have recognized that paint scheme. Allgaier has a lot of paint schemes, I've noticed.
10 laps to go.
Alright, we win stage 2. That's a playoff point, 10 regular season points. I assume we're all going to pit here. Excuse me. Yes. 4 tires and fuel I'm going to do. That's going to drop me a little bit, I know. But, better be safe than sorry. We didn't need that much fuel, but again, I just wanted to make sure we were packed to the brim. So we're 1 lap to the good on fuel, so I assume that means the AI is going to be fine. If not, then we can enjoy a really nice race win. But I assume the AI is going to be fine. If it's like right on, if they're like right on this 10 laps of fuel, 10 laps to go, then usually they pit again. But I think since we're 1 lap to the good, I think we're going to be fine. See, this is why I wanted to get to the outside in the initial start. Because we're just blowing by everybody now. We got from 21st to 8th in 1 lap. That's quite impressive. Jeremy Clement's having a good day, I've noticed. Brad Keselowski for this game having a pretty decent day. He is a Michigan native, so that must have played a factor in that. He's from Rochester Hills, I believe, over on the east side
Carlo.
of the state, I believe. If you don't know, I'm from Michigan, so that's why I would know that.
Stay right
Which
there.
is why I'm sad to see the Xfinity, the Truck Series Michigan paint scheme going away. But
Clear high.
I had a feeling once the minutes watched became the
Clear low.
deciding factor that it was gonna go down because well, I'm from Michigan, and when I don't watch my whole videos, I usually just watch select portions to make sure that everything got edited correctly and uploaded correctly. So I don't watch my whole video, so that's why Michigan would have maybe a higher view count, but not necessarily a higher minutes watched count. So I had a feeling that would happen. Alright, so we had to make it from mid-pack back to the front, but we have arrived back at the front here. Let's see if we can get around Allgaier.
Keep it right there. You're all
Which
clear.
we do quite easily. Again, let's just confirm that we are good on fuel.
5 laps to go.
Yep, we are 2 laps to the good now, so we've saved a little bit. So I'm going to cut out here. I'll see you guys if anything interesting happens or on the white flag. Alright, here we are coming to take the white flag, sponsored by the state of Washington for the final time. We have pulled away to a 4-second lead. This car is just fast. The car is very fast. Can't really complain about that. Obviously, my home track is Michigan. So, it looks like coming out of turn 4, we are going to win at Michigan.
Great job. You did it.
Alright, 105 speed rating. Can't complain about that. That's some more speed points for me. We did win a stage win. Byron finished second. He won the first stage, I believe. So, everybody finished on the lead lap. That is a positive. Decent payday. We're going to get into the $28.5 million range there. We moved up to third, so we passed Suarez, I believe, is who we ended up passing. So we're still in third. We are 20 points behind the leader, so we got room to grow. That's our 6th win of the season already, so we're setting ourselves up well for the playoffs. I'll see you guys for qualifying in the Cup Series at Michigan. Oh, we got to celebrate. What was I thinking? That's another win for the Happy Dog in spirit, of course. Go George Washington. I'll be sad to see this paint scheme go. This was a unique paint scheme. So, Washington people, make sure you get back on it so we can get this paint scheme back. Alright, now I will see you for qualifying the Cup car at Michigan. Alright, here we are starting our qualifying lap at Michigan. Already over 203 miles per hour at the start-finish line. This setup is amazing. But I messed it up the first time, so this is a take 2 of qualifying. I got a little too greedy going into turn 1 last time. But this is a fast setup. I think we can do really well here. Maybe even run away with the victory if we can have a decent race. You do have to let off just a little bit going into the corners, otherwise you might spin out. Let's see where we qualify.
Okay, where'd that put us?
29th. Okay. interesting. I thought I might do a little bit better than that, but guess the game really doesn't care about that. Jimmy Johnson's on the pole. Let's head off to the race, and I'll turn it over to PRN.
The stars of NASCAR roll into Michigan International Speedway for the Firekeepers Casino 400. Located in the scenic Irish Hills area of southeastern Michigan, today this D-shaped 2-mile oval will play host to the best drivers in the world. So if you're a fan of speed, this is the race for you. Michigan is the fastest track in NASCAR with speeds often in excess of 200 miles per hour. Do you feel the need for speed? NASCAR racing is coming up next.
Alright, I have no idea how this is going to go. I thought we might qualify a little bit better than that, considering we literally went almost 210 miles per hour into that first corner. But unfortunately, this means we're probably going to have to deal with some rivals, which is not ideal, obviously.
Cars on both sides.
Because the whole point of me using these custom setups was hopefully to qualify better. But that obviously has not happened yet. I would love to be on the outside right now.
Load clear.
Matt DiBenedetto spun out behind us, so that might be a caution. Yes, it is. Alright, not pitting. Dang it, we're on the inside again. I would love to get to the outside as quickly as humanly possible.
Stay sharp. Green's coming. They're about to throw the green.
Because that'll save me during the corners and in the front stretch. Because the AI uses the bottom in the front stretch. Alright, I need to get away from Danica.
Stay right there.
Nope.
Are underneath. Caution is out.
Well, there's the end of stage 1. Great. Just great. We're gonna pit for repairs. But at least now we can be on the outside. That's the good thing that came out of this situation.
Stay sharp. Green's coming. Nice and smooth here. Don't
But,
green. Green flag.
yeah, this
Green
isn't
flag.
going well. I had a little more hope considering how fast we were going in qualifying, but I guess I shouldn't be too excited. And how fast we were in the Xfinity race, too. But I guess I forgot about our rival issues that we have in this game. Alright, we're going to let off here. We need to be single file in the backstretch, otherwise we're just going to have a horrible time.
Hold your line.
But we can be on the outside here. Oh, Jeffrey Earnhardt's going to spin out and ruin that plan. We can be on the outside here because the AI does run the bottom-ish and the tri-oval.
You're getting
But
faster out
once
there.
we get into
Flat.
coming off of turn 4, and there goes Chris Buescher, and I screw it up. What's new? Pitting, repairs, all that.
Ready, steady.
I hate my life sometimes. I really do.
Green, green flag.
I really do. This is why I'm looking forward to having fun in that championship mode that I'm doing live streaming on Saturdays, because there's no rivals in that. I just want to win a cup championship and be done with this playthrough, honestly. Oh, this is not where I want to be at all.
Stay right there.
Crap, please, BJ Cunnington, be nice to me. Nope. Why would anybody be nice to me? Ever. Well, there's another beautiful stage finish right there. I wonder if I can pull any pit strategy. Well, we're going to have to pit for damage, so it doesn't really matter if I can pull any pit strategy. Jimmy Johnson also pitted with us for some reason.
Stay sharp. Green's coming. They're about to throw the green.
I don't think we can make it to the end. Not quite, but we can definitely do fuel only on our last stop. And hopefully that'll help us, whether it be under caution or under green. But knowing us and our terrible ability to get on a pit road, he'll probably be under caution.
Easy. Hold your line.
Can't remember if Jimmy's arrival or not, so I'm going to be cautious here. And now I'm going to go for it. Look how fast we are. 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 This is why
You're hitting your mark.
they need to
Great
fix
lap.
qualifying. Because we had a pretty darn good lap in qualifying. And we qualified 29th.
Careful. Clear down low. Clear.
Why? Car, calm down. Oh my god, did you guys see that? See my car spazzing out there? That was terrifying.
Careful.
Alright, let's make some forward progress again here. Should be able to make up some more spots, maybe get into the top 20 after all this
Last 10
is
laps.
said and done, and then get single file again. Alright, we're not gonna take any chances. We're gonna get single file behind Kane. Even though I don't think Kane is a rival, we're not gonna take any chances, and we'll get back on the high side going into 3. Alright, we're being smart now. Eric Jones is not being very smart because he's extremely slow.
Carlo.
Let's see if we can maybe break into the top 15 by
You're hitting
turn
your
1.
mark. Great lap. Load clear.
Well, Chase Elliot's gonna block. I guarantee he's a rival.
Careful. Load clear.
Unfortunately, there's really not a good place to get single file, so I'm just gonna hope that I'm not next to a rival. Kyle Busch is definitely a rival.
Hold your line.
I can deal with getting hit in the wall. I can deal with that as long as it doesn't spin me out. Alright. But me doing that is not going to...
Almost ready. Nice and smooth here. Going green.
This game
5 to go. 5 to go.
might be the most frustrating thing sometimes.
Hold your line.
I have nothing... I can't even blame the game for that, actually. That was just me being incredibly stupid. Honestly.
Stay high. Still there.
And this is also incredibly stupid. Why would I go next to Jeffrey Earnhardt? We were almost to the top 10, guys. That's how close we were to actually maybe having a successful race. Now I just gotta hope and pray I can get past all these people
Stay on.
and get single file in the back stretch.
Carlo.
Oh my god, I'm so mad at myself.
Bottom clear.
Alright, I see a single file opening, but my car is spazzing out again.
Carlo.
Being next to Michael McDowell is not a safe place. But luckily, Landon Castle gave us a shove to resurrect that. That was actually a great combination of things that could possibly happen at one time. Alright, we might have a shot at this still. How many laps to go?
Carlo.
3 to go at the line. Not going to have a shot at a win, but we can at least salvage a decent finish out of this debacle. Which is more than I can usually say.
Clear low.
Might not be done with cautions yet either, by the looks of the AI. Cut down here, hopefully get in front of Reagan, go back to the high side. Yeah, I messed it up again. Alright, get back in line, get back in line.
Car up top.
Avoid Busher. Get in front of Allmendinger. Save it. Alright, okay.
Caution's out. Back her down.
Dang it. Oh. I just wanted to race to the end. I was finally getting some momentum. Now everybody's bunched back up again. There's no way I'm going to be single file on the backstretch, and
Low.
this is just going to be a mess.
2 to go.
Absolute mess. But what isn't in this game, honestly, when there's a rivalry system that's broken? Honestly.
Harlow.
Well, being next to Michael McDowell's not going to help us here. So let's fight back a little bit.
Stay high. Still there.
That actually kind of worked, surprisingly enough. And I'm going to do the stupid thing again.
Are inside. Caution is out. Almost ready. Okay, be smart out there. Going green. Green flag. 2 to go. Stay right.
If you're still watching this at this point, I would like you to put down in the comments another game that you would like me to play on this channel. Because I don't know if I'm going to have patience to keep up with this game much longer. At least not this career mode. So if you're still watching this and you have a recommendation for a different game you would like me to play, I'll happily listen to it.
Almost ready. Okay, be smart out there. Going green. Green flag.
I don't know how this could get any worse at this point, honestly.
2 to go. Stay high, easy.
But let's just try to salvage a good finish. We know we can pass a bunch of cars at one time in this section of the track. Just gotta do it.
Low.
Maybe we can get a top 20 out of all this.
Final lap.
But I'm sure the game's gonna throw me a BS caution at some point here. Get around these two and then not do the stupid thing again. Fall in line with Busher. Just not try to pass Busher until turn 3. Maybe a top 20 finish is possible.
Hold your line.
Gotta get up to Danica in order to do it. No. Well,
Clear low.
we salvaged a 20-second finish out of all that, which I guess can be considered a miracle. I'm so mad at this game right now, honestly. I've honestly put a lot of thought into starting a new career mode. I'm not joking. But I just don't want to go through all that stuff again, honestly. Well, everybody finished on the lead lap. Who won? Denny Hamlin won. Good for him. Jimmy Johnson won a stage. Or both stages, it looks like. Well, just dandy. We're gonna get some money. Doesn't really matter at this point. We're still 8th in points somehow. Don't ask me how. I'll see you guys back at the menu. What a surprise! We failed the incentive contract. Another triple header. How many triple headers have we had? Alright, so Iowa for the trucks. Might mean Iowa for Xfinity as well. So Iowa for trucks. Iowa for Xfinity. Oh, God. Sonoma for Cup Series. Oh, Lord in heaven. If we don't have a good qualifying effort at Sonoma, we're doomed. But we'll have to stay tuned for the next episode to see what kind of pain and sadness. On the bright side, we do have Eldora coming up. We have Daytona coming up, which, if I can maybe not qualify last, it can be successful. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, be sure to hit that thumbs up button. And if you want to see more content from ATF Gaming, be sure to hit that red subscribe button. And click that little notification bell so you get a notification every single time I post a video. And I will see you in the next episode. Bye.